Sillycore is awesome, mainly because it's all about being silly, like it says in the name. Bright colors, anime, dancing, and just having fun with positive vibes. And lots of cats. Lots of cats. And I really need it because I've been very down lately. So let's have fun drawing some characters. Sal, you, patience! You want snacks? I got them. We jumping in quick. So for the first character, I wanted to give him a very cozy, catty type of feel. I wanted them to have messy hair, a blanket mask, and not the bad kind. And I made them look sleepy, but still cozy in their blanket. I'm having way too many characters with blankets. And to make them look more like a cat, I gave them horns, which makes them look like cat ears because they're under the blanket. Because I didn't just want to make a cat girl that's also a demon girl. So I put a sticker on them and gave them a smile tattoo on their neck. Way better than some other neck tattoos. I decided to draw little poses for them that emphasize their personality to show that she's a goofy gal who just wants to have fun and be a part of group activities when they're not extremely tired. I messed up on the thumbs up cat. Oh god, somebody's gonna think I do AI now, cause the face does not connect. I know I'm really late and it's kind of off topic, but has anybody else seen those where people would just put red circles everywhere and just accuse them of making AI? Hey, but not me. Nothing but human made art over here. But yeah, I like how this one came out. I'm sorry, I kind of, drove off the side of the road with this one, but I like how this one came out. Next up is the dancer, because one of my favorite parts of Sillycore edits are just people randomly dancing. It be having me getting sturdy. Now, one thing I really like are drawing characters with big smiles, and this guy's just one happy camper. I mean, look at him. But you may have noticed something about his luscious hair. I know, it's amazing. And the paper on his face, which works like a regular eyeball because he doesn't have his anymore. Because when he was born blind, a god wanted his eyes because he thought they were beautiful, and in turn he would give this guy the ability to see the world for the very first time. So our man is very happy. Just look how happy he is. He's been doing the Hikari dance and been getting sturdy since he was a kid, since that's when the deal was made. And with that deal, his skin started to turn white, and his hair started to turn pink. But because my man's is really resilient, he kept his humanity and stopped himself from turning into the god's vessel. Now they're buddy-buddy. I'm really sorry, I've thought way too long and hard on this. Oh yeah, and he's also wearing a jersey for the money team, because even though a god wanted his body, he's still about his paper. Come on! Okay, third and final character. I wanted her to have some connection to the internet or technology, because Sillycore also dabbles in old nostalgic web browsers, and just how aesthetically pleasing everything was back in the day. Now everything's clean and boring. I gave her a big coat and a mask to make her look like a jester, because, we love trolling online over here. I also gave her the ability to travel through the digital plane, but because I want her to represent one of my favorite parts of the internet, which is a lot of horror stuff, I gave her a horror aspect, since one of my favorite things to read and watch back in the day was a lot of the, old creepypastas like Slenderman, Tiki Toby, except it's not being written by a edgy 13-year-old. But even at that hashtag bring back creepypastas, because analog horror is kind of getting dry, I ain't gonna lie. And I gave her the ability to change the color of her hoodie. You can see I had trouble picking a color, so it could be whatever she wants. Taste the rainbow, motherfucker! And since most of us have been raised on the internet, I think she would be like a motherly figure to the two other characters since they're all friends, which I think is really cute. So those were my Sillycore characters. I really like how they came out. I kind of went on a ramble for the dancer guy, but hey, that's their lore. Sorry for making it too long, unless you like that. Leave a comment. I don't know. The first person to leave a comment gets to name the character, or name one of them. Name one, only one. Alright, since I'm terrible with naming characters. And I know like 98% of people are already gone, but if you left this on autoplay, can we talk about the random growth I just got? Because at the time of me recording this, My last video got 390 views, and now I'm at 32 subscribers. And the only reason why I think I even made that is because I put Mark Brunette's name in the title. Now I see why people, you know, just be swiping people's names and putting them in thumbnails and titles. But I kind of, I didn't expect that. So thank you. But don't worry, I'm not going to start putting people's names in my titles and thumbnails to try and swipe their audience. But if you do decide to stick around, thank you. Like I said before, ain't nobody watching this. Alright, bye.